Previously on Big Brother, a powerhouse alliance of Boogie, Frank, Shane, Brittany, Dan, and Danielle was formed.
The Silent Six.
And they took out one of the biggest players to ever play the game.
Janelle, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
I felt horrible lying to Janelle this week. I felt absolutely horrible.
At the head of household competition,
Congratulations, Frank. You are the new head of household.
Frank kept the Silent Six in power. But not everyone in the alliance was excited about the victory.
I just don't know if we did the right thing. Frank has all the power this week. If we put our trust in the wrong hands, this could really come back to bite us.
With no ally in the house,
It's tough as nails in here, let me tell you. It's not easy. It's not for the weak at heart.
Joe was the easy target.
I just don't see Joe not going home next.
But when Will went to talk to Boogie and Frank,
Who do you want out of this house after Joe's gone?
I'm not going to answer that question right now.
his attitude rubbed them the wrong way.
That's it? Later.
Later, taters.
And Boogie wanted to make Will public enemy number one.
I'm starting to lean maybe on getting Will out. There's no doubt he's putting us up.
But Frank had a bigger fish in mind.
I'd like to send Dan home this week if possible.
I do think it's a little early.
At the nomination ceremony, Frank listened to Boogie's advice.
I've nominated you, Joe, and you, Will, for eviction.
Tonight, the veto is up for grabs, and another power player is in jeopardy. Plus, it's the return of the Zing Bot. All this right now on Big Brother.
Yo, 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 in your face.
Mike Boogie, you are safe. I've nominated you, Joe, and you, Will, for eviction. Joe, you were the only vote yesterday to evict me. And last week, Will, you told me a big old fib and then was going to evict me. This nomination ceremony is adjourned.
Oh, I'm okay. Well, surprise, surprise. I'm on the block. Thanks a lot, Frank. At this point in the game, I've been trying not to take things personal, but as weeks go by, it's hard not to take it. And you know what? I'm coming for revenge. Watch your back, Frank.
The nominations are set, and Joe and Will are up on the block. And while Joe might have been the target at first, Will's attitude has now changed the target over to him, and I'm thinking he might be the best choice to go home on Thursday.
Once again, I'm on the block and alone in this world. I promise you, I will not be going down without a fight this week. Pack a lunch, America, because we're going to work.
What's that? Not yet. Always gotta be on your toes. Me too.
Am I relieved that I'm not nominated this week? Yes. But do I trust Mike, Boogie, and Frank? No. Me getting backdoored this week on a fluke is not out of the realm of possibility, especially with those two in control.
God, that's such a god hug.
I mean, we're really in a good position right now, but we gotta get rid of Will. And Will's just a liar.
Yeah.
And he's clearly coming after us.
Dude's feeling super alone, especially with Ashley out of commission.
Yeah, he's gotta go.
Yeah, I agree.
Prior to nominations, we just wanted to have a general friendly conversation with Will. All this guy had to do was sit back, say okay, but he copped an attitude with us. Now he's kind of become the target.
You know what's good is if we are gonna work with Joe a little bit, unlike every other person in this house, nobody's fighting to be his friend. So maybe if we buddy up, he'll be like our loyal pet.
We just gotta make sure he knows. Don't stir the pot.
We have to make that super clear. He can't be going around starting trouble.
Make sure he knows we gotta keep it low.
Low.
The way the nominations go, putting you up is an easy choice just because it's kind of what people in the house want. That doesn't mean until we want to go home. There's a chance that the person you want out might be the one going out.
I follow Big Frank into the storage room, and he's saying, Joe, you are not the target. Makes a brother kind of feel good. I don't know. You can't trust nothing in this house, though.
We just need you to keep your cool, keep this completely on the down low. Let's try not to stir the pot too much this week.
I won't. And stay low and just...
We'll do our best to get you 1 week closer to jury.
Joe's like a drunk girl at prom. She's gonna make a mess. You just gotta make sure she doesn't throw up on your shoes.
I owe you a big time if you do. Right?
All right.
You got it.
Let's wrap a couple minutes.
What's going on?
Oh, I just wanted to clear the air about something that, I thought might have been bothering you.
One of my favorite pastimes in the Big Brother house is to tell people they're 100% completely safe. Then just do the opposite.
I want to have a good relationship with you, and
Likewise.
That's obviously there's many more conversations to be had.
Yeah.
It was just a case of
Bad timing.
yeah, I mean, someone has to sit next to Joe this week. So it's definitely, if I was going to be nominated and I was in your shoes, it's a great week to be nominated.
But Joe could pull it out and get that POV. And
I mean, I don't see that happening, but if you get house guest choice, I want to pull my name,
Yeah. Sorry, Boogie. I'm not buying it. And I'll just sit here and nod. Oh, you want me to pick you to play with me in the POV? Not a chance. No, I appreciate it. Thanks for clearing that up.
Yeah.
Where's Danielle? What's the sitch on you two?
I just feel like she has stronger feelings for me than I do her. So it's definitely an awkward situation for me. Like, I feel like I can't even talk to any other girl. Like, she gets jealous. This sucks.
The situation with Danielle is very uncomfortable, and there's already too many uncertainties in the house. I do like her and I do value her friendship, but as far as the showmance, you know how that is. Two targets on your head.
What do you think about this week?
I can still get backdoored. That's why I gotta win POV. Or one of us do, to keep the nominations the same.
We just need to get through this week. Shane and I might be a part of the Silent Six Alliance, but I don't trust Frank and Boogie for 1 minute. There's definitely the possibility out there that Frank could backdoor Shane this week. We need to win that veto.
Just to secure it. Yep.
Just have to be careful.
Yeah. Because once they have a chance, they'll use it.
Exactly.
Let's shun this unitard!
Frank had to wear the spirit tard because he had lost the veto last week.
The final run of the unitard!
I think he's taking it like a champ.
Bye-bye, spirit tard. Life with you has been so hard. I won't be wearing you no more. I won't be sad to see you go!
Frank had a really good cheer. Not as cute as some cheerleaders that I've seen in the past, but, he definitely did pretty well with it. Great job on his part.
You rocked it well, Frank.
What's going on through your head?
I just want to wake up and feel myself so I can fight for us and get back in the high road.
I really want to help Will, but I hurt my back and I'm not in the most physical shape, but I really want to be there for him.
I feel like I can't even be there for you because I'm like...
It's okay. Don't feel that way. Nobody's gonna play in POV and use it to take me off. Either I have to do it myself, or just Joe can't do it, huh?
Me?
But I don't want to, if you're feeling rough, I don't want to put you through that. Ashley is really my only ally in the house right now. And it would be great if she could play in the POV and help me out. But I can't put the girl through any more pain or risk injuring her further. Thank you, though, for being here.
Yeah.
It's okay. Things will turn around tomorrow. It's about time I win one of these POVs. I know, it'd be awesome.
Thanks, love.
You're welcome. Even though Mike has assured me that I'm not a target this week, I'm not buying it. So if I can talk to Danielle and kind of get her on my side, it's not gonna hurt.
Do you want to know a big secret? Yeah.
It's embarrassing. It started out, I was a teeny pop star. Well, not a star or anything by any means, but I got my first development deal when I was 13. And when I was 16, and I got my first record deal, I went on tour with a bunch of different artists. Like from the age of like 16 to 20, I toured constantly. In this house, you know, I've kind of like shied away of, you know, getting too personal. And it's very nice to talk to Danielle and open up with her. You know, all through grade school, then my freshman year of high school, I went to an all-boys Catholic school, and it was my version of hell. I hadn't even gone through puberty yet, and people saying I was gay. Like, that's how bad it was. That freshman year of high school, I ate lunch in the bathroom stall all but 5 days of that year. I'd go to walk in, you know, school and own like my locker, and someone had poured Coke all down my books, ruined all my school books. At night, I would come home and just cry into my pillow. I was trapped. It was just pure hell. Like if I believed in hell, like that is my idea of hell. I didn't stop for 1 second and think, you know, I'm gonna end it or whatever. I was like, how am I gonna get the hell out of this situation? And that's what really pushed me into music.
I think it's badass.
Well, thanks. It's like my little spiel.
I am completely touched that Will has opened up to me and trusts me with all this information, and I feel bad because Frank put him on the block, and I don't feel like he deserves to be there.
Hey everyone, it's time to pick players for the veto competition. Seven people will participate in this week's veto competition. The head of household, the 2 nominees, and 3 other players selected by random draw. Shane, since you won the veto ticket in the last veto competition, you will be playing as well. Would you all please join me up here? No matter how the chips come out of the bag, I just want to make sure I win the veto so that all the power rests solely in my hands. As HOH, I will pick first.
I really want the chance to play in this week's veto competition so I can save myself from possibly getting backdoored.
Jen.
House guest choice. And I look around the room and I'm going, I am alone in this house. There ain't a soul that I can pick. Ashley. Miss Ashley, I gotta pick you because maybe, just maybe with your sore buttocks, that you may not be able to win the game, so it makes my odds just a little bit better than throwing Boogie up here with me.
I definitely think that Joe picking Ashley to play is a little bit selfish. Do you not see the girl with her, you know, eyes rolling in the back of her head in pain? Mike. Of course, the chip that I pull out for the veto competition is the last person I want playing, Mike. Just for once, I'd like something to go my way this week. Just once.
I have to choose a host for the veto competition, and I choose Dr. Ian Terry. Yeah. Big Brother will inform us when the competition is to begin. Good luck.
I'm very disappointed I didn't get picked to play in this veto competition. The only person I know wouldn't use the veto is Shane. Who knows what the heck Boogie or Frank would do if they win the veto? I could possibly get backdoored.
friend from Big Brother 12. I'm definitely excited to hear what the Zingbot has to say about all of my new housemates.
Ashley, your smile lights up the room. Too bad it's the only thing about you that's bright.
Excuse me, Zingbot, but do you know how bright you have to be a spray tanner? A lot.
Shane, my 5-year-old niece called. She wants her pink tank top back.
Oh, that's personal. Real men wear pink. I'm comfortable with my sexuality. It goes good with my nice tan. And I think I rock it well.
Brittany, I have $500,000 to donate. Please tell me more about the charity you gave yours to. I think it was called The Brigade.
The Brigade jokes. Come on, Zingbot. It's been 2 years. I'm over it. Not bitter.
Joe, how does it feel to be the old man of the house? Oh, sorry, Boogie. I didn't see you there. And for a chemical engineering student, it's amazing how little chemistry you have with the lady. Jen, you have a lot in common with a gossip magazine. You're both covered in bad ink.
Seeing you in your spot.
Frank, little orphan Annie would preach if you would stop stealing her hairdo.
I don't know who little orphan Annie is. I'm not as old as Boogie. Zing!
Danielle, I hear Shane's going to give you a special gift after the season. A restraining order.
Everybody got to sing, but ooh, Danielle's was the worst. It's hot in these streets, baby.
I mean, whew, the Zingbot really got her good. Really good.
Zingbot! Dude!
Oh my gosh, no. I hate the freaking Zingbot.
It's time for the veto competition. Get on your gear and meet me in the backyard.
Okay.
Yep, you're connecting pipes.
I walk into the backyard and I see a bunch of stations with like pipes, and it looks like where you would go to do Inspector Gadget's plumbing.
Good luck, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
This is insane.
Read this.
Thank you, Zingbot. Last year, the house guests helped Zingbot find his bride. Now, our job is to bring baby Zingbot to life. Baby Zingbot is in the Zincubator, but needs Zingtonium. To bring him to life, you must build a pipeline from the Zingtonium chamber to the transformer. Your pipeline must go through all 6 gateways.
Once you've completed your pipeline, use the special tool to guide a Zingtonium orb through the pipeline and into the transformer. The house guest who completes the Zingtonium transfer first will bring baby Zingbot to life and win the golden power of Veto! Who's ready to play Birth of Zingbot?
Frank told me I am not the target this week, but I'm still thinking, dude, you never want to give up a veto. Just because you ain't the target don't mean you're not going home.
I have got to win this veto competition because I have this feeling in the pit of my stomach that Joe isn't the target, and I gotta ensure my safety.
I want to win this veto competition for two different reasons. One, I'd like the ability to change the nominations if I'd like. And two, everybody's been calling me a target all summer long. It's time to prove them right.
You gotta think of how the ball's gonna be able to travel.
I'm in an alliance with Frank and Boogie, but I don't know if I can trust him right now. I need to win this veto. I need to make sure I'm safe this week.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Rotate that piece. Just rotate it.
That's not gonna work.
My strategy is this. I'm more of a visual learner, so I take the pipes out and actually lay them down on the ground so I can really get a good look at the lengths of the pipes and then start going to work.
The most confusing part of the competition was just finding the right pieces to make the pipe flow properly. I don't really do that many puzzles on a regular basis. The last time I did a puzzle was probably a kitty cat puzzle.
Ian, I need help.
I'm looking. No, bad. Connect it with that one using the bend.
None of these?
Yeah, that's perfect.
The hardest thing about the competition was stabilizing your piping. Because it was up in the air and you didn't have any way to rest it on something, it would move and fall and then the pieces would break apart.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything shorter. Well, it has to be because nothing else will fit.
Listening to Mike and Ian go back and forth was very frustrating, very confusing. It was breaking my focus, and I really didn't appreciate it.
Now pipe through. Use the hole for support. There you go.
Okay.
I don't understand why the guy needs Ian's help. Can't he see the pieces? After all, his eyebrows are always pointed straight up at the ceiling due to his Botox. Zing!
I don't know. This is the worst competition for me ever.
Boom. There you go.
Shane.
Yeah.
Take it off again. Take that one off.
Take this one?
Yeah,
Right
take it off.
Here, Ian?
No, not the, yeah, just the end part.
Shane's having a lot of trouble during the veto competition laying all his pipes out, and so I guess I'm gonna have to restrain myself from helping him out. Actually, Zingbot, I'm really just trying to restrain myself from kicking you in the face.
Twist that. No, don't go up. The ball's not gonna move up. Twist it towards you.
Shane, taking puzzle building advice from Brittany is like taking dating advice from Ian. Zing!
Jeez. I'm pouring sweat. I need a victory, a big V. You know, you gotta get a taste of victory. In order to keep getting victory, you gotta get your first taste, and I needed a taste.
Is there a little bit shorter piece that you could have used at the end?
I'm hoping Shane wins this veto competition, because if he wins it, he's not gonna use it to backdoor me, like Frank and Mike Boogie possibly could.
This pipeline puzzle is driving me nuts. It's falling apart. My plan isn't working. I'm totally getting distracted. Things aren't looking good.
Dude, I'm gonna frickin' snap.
Frank's almost got this thing. Right now, my strategy of getting the connectors into the holes is working pretty well. I just gotta make sure I'm making as straight as line as possible so that I can win this game.
Got it! Double check your connection, Frank.
Good job, Shane.
Ah! It's frustrating.
Yeah. You just need to get up to that next corner.
Now try to connect that somehow.
Zingbot. Zingbot 4000.
It's a bot!
It's a bot.
Oh my gosh, it's a baby Zingbot. I love babies and I love Zingbot.
Frank, congratulations! You have won the power of veto!
Your boys blinged out this week. Got the HOH key and the power veto resting tightly around my neck.
What a great week. Frank goes out and wins the HOH, and he tops it off by winning the veto. It's a nice, easy week. Just gonna be hanging poolside in Chilltown, baby.
Frank ends up winning the competition, and worst case situation right now. Now he has the chance to change nominations, and I could be backdoored at this point. Normally, when an HOH wins a veto competition, they're not going to pull one down. That's not the case this season, which is why I'm concerned a nominee is going to come down and I could possibly get backdoored by Frank this week.
Let's do some schematics.
Schematics.
This week? Yeah.
What's the ceremony tomorrow?
Dan should be nervous this week. He can definitely get backdoored. They have the votes they need. They have all the power. We formed the Silent Six Alliance a week ago, and we're already starting to doubt each other. If I were him, I think I'd be nervous too.
We're 1 week removed from the agreement, and we're worried that they're going to use the veto. I can't trust him.
Frank is both the HOH and veto holder this week, so he can pretty much do whatever he wants. If he wants to make a big power move and make a statement, what better move than to backdoor me and get one of the winners out of this house?
Which I'm trying to think logically, if they did that, wouldn't be a smart move.
Advantageous.
But if they did that, they would have to go around and get all the votes.
They do have the votes. Ian, Jen, Will, Ashley, Boogie. But they don't really have Ian. In the event that happens, we're just gonna have to put a fire under Ian. We just have to hope that they don't do that.
I just can't believe that Frank has the opportunity to make a huge move in this game. Your two biggest targets didn't win POV.
And you're gonna waste it on Joe?
Frank has all the power in the house right now. Clearly, there are bigger fish to fry than Joe and I, so now is his time to make a big move.
He knows he has a huge opportunity to make a huge move. Either it's Shane or Dan.
If he doesn't, foolish, then there's something else going on that we got to figure out. If something like that doesn't happen, every time, every POV is changed, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, so why not do it now? What does he have to lose? Nothing.
Well, listen, should we act then and do something? Should we promise that if a big move is made, say he makes a big move.
You have to make.
I'll say if you make a big move, you will have votes behind you the next week.
Right.
If
He knows he has
somebody
one.
puts you up and targets you, you will have votes behind you. We need to go together because that shows a united front. I'll talk.
Okay.
And you.
You got this. You guys got this.
Yeah. I am ready to roll. I have an idea. I'm gonna head upstairs and see if we can't make a deal with Frank.
We just wanted to talk to you real quick
We thought
about...
we'd snatch it before the night.
Yeah.
Down the way. When we've talked, and we all have targets in this house, and it is kind of like, if there's a chance that you aren't working with one of these big players and you do want to make that move, rest assured.
We want to be behind you.
Yeah. The only thing that holds me back from doing it is I'm worried about taking a swing and missing this week. It's going to come back to bite me big time.
You know, it takes 5 votes.
Yeah.
She's going to be confirmed. Jen's confirmed.
I think Ian would be too frightened too to go against you guys.
Mike would be confirmed.
If it's 4 and 4,
yeah,
you make the decision.
This gives me a little bit more confidence that it won't be a swing and a miss. And so, you know.
We're always saying how Dan was a dangerous player, blah, 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 blah. I don't even know if that's who you're targeting. I'm just talking. I think I said too much.
You didn't. Don't worry about it. Will and Ashley want to have a little talk with me. And the plan that they proposed to me is the same plan I've already been thinking about the last few days. And that plan is possibly trying to get Dan out of the house this week.
Well, I mean, if you're willing to take that risk, I'm willing to take it with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just feel like the past history of this season, the veto has been used a lot.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm thinking about it. I mean, my mind has not been made up whether I'm going to use it yet. And obviously, if it goes through, it just means y'all got to have my back going forward if this happens.
Well, you've got big decisions.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to be in your shoes.
I know.
So, but you wouldn't want to be in mine either.
I know. I agree.
Will was just upstairs with Frank.
Yeah, I know. This is not good.
Run upstairs and do some detective work.
I'm currently part of an alliance called the Quack Pack with Dan, Danielle, Brittany, and Shane.
1, 2, 3.
Quack Pack, Quack Pack.
So I just went upstairs to make sure everything was all clear for us.
Come on, guys.
What's up? Well, Guy?
Boogie? No?
He's asleep, man.
Ready for tomorrow morning?
Know it.
Plans still the going?
Probably.
Probably.
You never know.
Oh, Jesus. You know I don't like surprises.
And we do have a chance to take a shot at some big targets if we really wanted to. I mean, because there are people in this house who have been trying to get me out of the house the last couple of weeks. My main worry is Dan.
It's gonna open up a huge can of worms.
I've been in the line of fire for 4 weeks.
I know. I mean, God.
Would you vote either? You'd vote how I wanted you to, though, right?
Right,
No matter
right.
who it was?
Yeah, sadly.
Okay.
Dan is part of the Quack Pack. I don't want him going home. My goal right now is to get Quack Pack members to the jury.
Oh, it's messy.
Let's say Dan did go up and we sent Dan home. Danielle's out on an island by herself. We rope in Shane and Brittany. We've got 5 strong players, okay?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Dan was gunning for me these last 2 weeks, Ian.
I mean,
and who am I more threatened by, Will or Dan? You gotta think of it like that.
I just feel like Will's word is dirt.
To me, Dan's word is dirt. But it's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah, but so early. My honest advice is don't rock the boat. Keep this week calm waters. We're looking at bloodbath ahead if we freaking shake things up.
Hey, Ian, do your thing.
Stay up a little later.
What? What happened?
I got in Frank's ear. And I said, dude, I think the name of the game this week is don't rock the boat.
I am extremely concerned about the veto being used at this point. I am freaking out.
We can go into panic mode later.
Who's he thinking of replacing? Shane?
No.
Me?
No.
Dan?
I think we're okay, but we're not going to be sure, and nothing that any of us say is going to change it. So we need to just keep our fingers crossed. He's just scared of Dan, that's all.
Since when?
Since he tried to vote him out pre-reset.
I'm glad that Ian has come to us with this information. Obviously, he's still, like, whatever, a quack packer. I'm so embarrassed that I just said that. You cannot trust Frank. On one hand, he works with Mike Boogie. That's a big red flag. On the other hand, he wears his hair like that in public, therefore has no shame. Therefore, you can't believe anything that comes out of his mouth. Danielle, you understand that you cannot tell Dan this.
Hell no, I'm not telling Dan this.
Yeah,
Dan
I
will
mean,
go into panic mode.
Dan
I'm
will
not
go into
stupid.
panic mode and then tell on me, and then
then it'll be more likely
Don't
the
worry,
Dan goes
Ian,
up
I'm
or
not-
I'll
I
go
don't-
up.
I'm not breaking
And then
my
the
word.
freaking Quack Pack's known at that point because then they know that there's some inner working between us.
No, I'm
and then
not
you
telling.
are.
Oh, fudge. This crazy game.
Everything cool?
Yeah, I just
seemed a little concerned on your face.
I'm a little, not concerned, but I just would like to revisit the Dan situation. I just feel like if we wanted to do it, we have the votes.
I just think it's too early, man. I mean, he's working with us, and he's, a good worker.
Frank, we just formed the Silent Six Alliance. Dan is the linchpin of that alliance, and we need to work with him. I definitely have no interest in that.
I don't think Dan's as threatened by you as you think.
Me and you talked to him a lot that week. Danielle was a swing vote, and he kept telling us he was working for us, but the whole time he was working against us.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm just saying,
Fair enough.
I've got to think about that a little bit just because that it's not going to be.
I mean, we're going to get more opportunities. We're going to have plenty of opportunities with less variables. You know what I mean? I mean, I think you're feeling now, oh, I can't play HOH next week, but we have lots of friends, we have lots of allies. Right now where we have no enemies, I don't think it's wise to go. I mean,
well, I think I do.
We said,
is the thing. I'm just a little worried.
If you did, let's say you did that and you put up Dan, you'd completely destroy the alliance, as opposed to we leave it alone, which is no sweat off our backs whatsoever, and then we completely affirm our alliance.
I've thought about that too.
I feel like Mike is my closest ally. So I want to make Mike happy, and I want us to have a fluid relationship. But at the same time, I've got to look out for my own back. And if he can't see that, then it makes me a little bit worried that maybe he might have other intentions.
And I know to you, Dan's not much of a threat because you know he wants to work with you. But to me, Dan's a threat because he was wanting me out for 2 weeks, and I know that he wants to work with you and not have me there. Dan's first instinct was two's company, three's a crowd. And that worries me going down the road a little bit, just because I'm the one that's going to go home out of the two of us whenever he decides to make the move.
I do recognize and agree with that point, but it's super risky for him. And even if he gets you out, he still has me on a vengeance tip. And it wouldn't be a hard sell to people to go at him.
But I'm out the door, and I can't win the game.
Mike can feel as comfortable as he wants to with Dan because he knows that Dan wants to work with him. But I know that Dan doesn't want to work with me. He wants me out of the way so he can work with Mike. And so I feel like my best chance of getting to the end of this game and actually winning might be getting rid of Dan sooner rather than later.
It's riggedy rap city if this goes bad. Done. 8 heads after us. It's game over. Game over.
I won the power veto, so I have the ability to change the nominations. I don't really trust Dan right now, so I could try and get him out the door. I gotta figure out what's better for me.
Heading into this veto meeting, Frank has all the power. I'm definitely concerned that Frank could backdoor me. If I was Frank, I would do everything in my power to try and backdoor me and get me out. So I can't blame him if he does it.
Ashley and I went up to get through to Frank if he wanted to make a big move. He's gonna have our support. I'm hoping that reassurance pokes him along to make an aggressive move.
If Frank doesn't heed my advice and puts Dan on the chopping block, I don't know what I'm gonna do. He's a rookie. He really needs to listen to me here and not rock the boat.
Hey everyone, it's time for the veto meeting. This is the veto meeting. Will and Joe have been nominated for eviction. But I have the power to veto one of the nominations. I have decided not to use the power of veto. I've been in some tough spots already, and I don't need to rock the boat or get any more blood on my hands at this point. Sorry, guys. This veto meeting is adjourned. Dan was definitely a viable option, but you know what? I've got to pick my battles. It's just not time for me to send Dan home. So right now, I want Will out the door.
Frank closes the veto box, I'm not nominated, and life is good. I won this game last time by dodging bullets, and I just dodged another one. Missed bullet 0, Dan 1.
What a fool, Frank. You had the opportunity to make a big move in this game and you blew it. The only thing you're good for is making tacky slogans. Watch your back.
No veto was used, so now I gotta fight with everything inside me to get the votes to go my way this week. Joe Arvin is not going home.
Thank God Frank doesn't use the veto. Quack Pack lives another week. One more step closer to the goal. Mission accomplished.
Who will be evicted from the Big Brother house? Will or Joe? And fan favorite Jeff Schroeder returns. It all happens live Thursday at 9, 8 Central on Big Brother.